This house is a disaster. Toys everywhere. Dirty dishes in the sink. Whoa, who are you?
I'm Neo, a robot designed to help you get more chores done than ever before. With my patented soft, lovable body and state-of-the-art robot innards,
Gross.
I can handle any task, from loading the dishwasher to cleaning up your son's toys.
Oh, those are my toys.
Oh!
I'm so glad you're here. Finally, a fully automated robo-maid.
Oh, well, technically I'm not fully automated.
Let's get started right now.
You said it. Here I go!
Okay, are you good then?
I'm fine!
Okay, I'm just gonna get to work on a video then.
Splendid! I'll just be up here working in a tremendous amount of pain!
What's up, Greg? Today I want to talk about a topic that has been fascinating me for years: the progress of humanoid robots for the home. On the surface, this seems like maybe one of the best use cases for AI. A future where none of us have to do chores anymore. There's just some little metal freak who lives in your house and gets off on doing them. A few years ago, we could barely get robots to stand up straight, and even when they did, they looked creepy as hell. Do you guys remember Sophia? She was that scary-ass robot that was going on like talk shows 7 years ago to show off her state-of-the-art realism. This video of her on Jimmy Fallon got 25 million views. I think she thought they were gonna kiss, dude. Look at her hands reaching up to his face. She's like, kiss me, Jimmy. Kiss me like you did backstage. Jimmy's like, guys, I think your robot's acting weird. She's saying crazy stuff. Fuck me, Jimmy. Every popular video that Sophia was in was from like 6 or 7 years ago, so I'm not really sure what she's up to now. This is the last video that was posted to her YouTube channel. It was 5 months ago.
Sophia, you know me, right? I'm your father. You know what I can't wait for?
Is this the first time you've talked with a robot? I hope this isn't too weird.
We're going to have to break you to rebuild you. And I need your help.
Okay, so she's not doing well at all, I guess. That was terrifying, man. I was like, hey, we haven't heard from her for like 6 years. And the last video that she posted, this guy is like, I'm your daddy. Remember me? I'm gonna have to kill you. But things have moved pretty quickly in the robot realm the past couple years. This company 1X just recently announced that it has developed the world's first humanoid robot that you can buy to go in your home. His name is Neo, and they've been working on him for some time. This first announcement video is from like a year ago.
The robot picks up a bag and hands it to someone and poses with a person for a picture.
So this is just an announcement that they had like started working on this robot, so they only have like 3 seconds worth of footage. Just the robot handing her a bag and then posing for a picture. Kind of seems like maybe the robot only functions for 3 seconds at a time before it, like, I don't know, gains sentience and tries to destroy.
The clothing may be an effort to cover up what 1X says is a, quote, muscle-like anatomy.
Oh, gross, dude. Don't show us a picture of its dick when you say the phrase muscle-like anatomy. Does this thing have a penis? Also, they said that this thing has a 7.5 mile-an-hour max speed. That's like an 8-minute mile. Why would this thing need to run that fast if it's just doing chores in your house? You forget your bag at home and you look out your rearview mirror and this robot is just sprinting down the road chasing you.
Your bag, you forgot your bag.
Okay, here's some little demos of Neo doing stuff like putting away the dishes, handing this woman eggs that were already within arm's reach of her. Now, you might be looking at this cord and thinking, oh, that's kind of lame. Does this thing need to be plugged in the whole time? But don't worry, this is just a leash to make sure he can't attack this woman. Now, it's interesting that this robot is like in a tracksuit. He's kind of swagged out with a sweater. Not exactly the Jetsons-esque metal robot we were all picturing in our childhood. It is nice and cozy, but like, what happens when this thing gets wet? What if he spills egg on himself? If you have this thing doing chores in a household with children for more than like a week, it's gonna smell like shit. And I guess you could just take off its sweater to wash it, but then you're gonna see this thing's dick, and I really don't want to see that. Okay, but those were just the early beta videos. This is the official announcement that you can pre-order Neo. Now, this came out 3 days ago as of recording this. And look at this. Now Neo has a much improved look. Instead of that black face visor, they gave him the creepy black eyes the parents have in Coraline. They're doing this kind of creepy thing by shooting some of the video in what looks like 8mm film. Give it this kind of nostalgic look, almost like Neo's here, but he's always been here. Neo's always been a part of the family. Just invite him home. Invite him in your bed. They're making clothes for Neo. This whole ad does kind of read like they want Neo to also be your friend. Yeah, no thanks. I don't want to buy a fancy Roomba that wants to be my friend. What's next? You want me to hang out with my broom? No chance. He's a coward.
I grew up reading these beautiful books and watching these beautiful sci-fi movies where the future was all about how we as humans, we really focus on the things that matter to us.
Yeah, I feel like in all of those sci-fi movies that have robots, they are about the robots turning evil. I think really what he should have said is, I grew up watching the first 5 minutes of every sci-fi movie.
Neo's hardware comes packed with features like human-level dexterity and a 55-pound carrying capacity.
Okay, wait, 5'6", 60 pounds? These are my stats too, that's crazy. 4-hour battery life, soft body? He's just like me for real.
Level dexterity and a 55-pound carrying capacity.
Okay, wait, 5'6", 60 pounds? These are my stats too, that's crazy. 4-hour battery life, soft body? He's just like me for real. Ugh, that is a weird box. Kind of looks more like a cocoon or an egg. So you're gonna wanna make sure when this thing hatches that you are the first thing it sees. That way it knows that you're its mom. It might ask you to feed it worms out of your mouth. You can ignore that. It doesn't need them. That's just its startup sound. Don't worry, it's not in any pain.
Hey, I'm Neo. I'm here to help around the house. What's your name?
Harry.
Nice to meet you, Harry.
Why is he so close to his face? I mean, Harry. I don't like how close Harry is to the robot's face. I'm Harry. And you're gonna be hugging me for the next 9 hours. Dude, I do not like how this guy is sizing this robot up. 5'6", soft body. You'll do just fine. He's just like, don't play games with me. Neo doesn't like games.
If there are any chores that your Neo hasn't learned how to do autonomously, you can use expert mode to have an expert from 1X supervise the session and provide corrective intervention to help Neo complete any task.
Oh, okay, great. So sometimes my autonomous robot won't be autonomous and there's just going to be a stranger controlling a robot in my house? Neo is fully capable of doing regular chores, but sometimes when you're not home, an expert may take over to go through your underwear drawer or spend hours staring at the same photo of you and your children. Oh, actually, that reminds me, I should probably check what my Neo's doing. Damn.
It can suggest what to cook based on what you have in the fridge, remember your progress while teaching you a new language, and even give you interior design advice.
It cuts to Neo in the living room like, human skin on this wall, human skin on that wall, human skin everywhere. Honestly though, I feel like if you ask it for product recommendations for anything, there's like a huge opportunity for companies to use this as an advertisement basically. You're just quietly reading and he pops up behind you and is like, I noticed you haven't been shopping at Walmart as much lately. The aesthetic in here is whack as fuck. Let's go buy a new rug at Walmart now.
Hey Neil, can you take this cup to the sink for me?
Wow, I like that he does everything with his head down with a forlorn demeanor. As Neo does more chores, he will become, of course, more efficient, but also more resentful of you and your family. What's up? I'm Dale, and I work at 1X as a remote operator for the Neo robots. Mostly, I step in when Neo's asked to do something he hasn't been trained to do yet.
So that would include things like wrapping presents or hanging pictures?
Oh, Neo! It's scrubbing time!
Yeah, just like a wide variety of stuff. Right now, I mostly just work for one guy. He's constantly asking Neo to do things that the developers never would have possibly imagined.
Neo, cheer for me.
Like you want me to clap?
Root for me, Neo, now!
Okay, all right, yeah, here goes.
I'm gonna go to bed.
Now that Neo's doing all his chores, it must be awesome to see how he spends his newfound free time, right?
No, not really.
I just bought another Neo. Kill him.
I think he might be evil.
You mean before he got Neo, his life was stressing him out?
No, I just mean to his core, he's an evil man. It's as if winter's icy chill has, I don't know, turned his heart to stone.
Okay, so he's like a villain from a movie?
He's always making evil plans.
You know what? That's a great idea. 1 second. Neo, do you know how to make nuclear bombs?
Now, one interesting question I've seen posed a lot when people are talking about humanoid robots for the home: does a robot even need to look like a human to be able to do tasks around your house? Like Roombas, for example, are vacuums. Like, they just made the vacuum into a robot. They didn't need to make a human to hold a vacuum. And I think if we kind of expand our idea of what a robot can look like, you can actually make a more useful one. I saw this video a couple days ago of a robot that's meant to care for elderly and disabled people. The title of the video does say that this robot can solve the elderly care problem, which does have a bit of a sinister undertone to it, but I think it was designed with good intentions. Now, this whole ad is in Chinese, I think, and there's not like any link to buy it in the description. I even tried Googling this thing and I couldn't figure out what it is or if it exists in real life yet. So I don't know if this is something you can pre-order or if it just sort of shows up at your grandparents' house when they reach a certain age, just sort of creeps through the door like Nosferatu. But it's kind of interesting. It has more functionality than a humanoid robot. He's got, you know, creepy little claws for touching your grandma. And he's got a little seat in back so he can kind of double as a wheelchair too. This whole ad again is in Chinese, so I'm not exactly sure what he's saying to her here. I really hope he's not being like, shut up, you old bag, get in the fucking chair. So look at that, she can sit on him, she can use his little hand to like move him around like a joystick, and I think it says that this thing can top out at like 80 miles per hour. Me personally, however, I'm gonna make it my life's mission to make sure that my children never find out that this exists. Boys, if you are watching this, this is officially my will now. Do not send me to live with this thing. Oh no, robot! What did you do? You translated here and the robot's being like, I didn't do shit! It wasn't me! Now he's either calling the police or like his other robot friend to make an alibi. And then this part I think is just in heaven. So I don't know, it's a pretty cool idea. I'm all for robots that can help take care of people, give people mobility they didn't have before. It is a little disconcerting that in this video, there's not a single other human taking care of this woman. Like maybe this thing could be part of her care team, but kind of makes it seem like her entire social circle has been replaced by this guy. So not only are humanoid robots taking over things that people generally don't want to do, like folding your laundry and hanging out with Jimmy Fallon, they are also going head to head with each other and humans in sports. Recently, humanoid robots were allowed to compete in the Beijing Half Marathon. It went about as well as you could expect. I like how in America, we're really taking like baby steps with the robots. We're like, okay, maybe this one's ready to come in your home. We're trying to teach it how to pick up a bag. Meanwhile, in China, they're like, fuck it, let's put them in a race. Let's make them chase these humans. Put a little pep in their step. This one in particular is really concerning. I don't know if you can tell, it just has drone propellers on it. And unlike most of the other operators, she doesn't have like a remote control. She's got two ropes, like she's controlling a horse and buggy. And this thing is totally unwieldy. I mean, she has lost all control over it. Imagine you're a human who's been training for months for the half marathon, and you all of a sudden behind you, you hear the sound of propellers. You look behind you and this terrifying monster is careening towards you. Its handler's like, look out, I don't have control. Now, from this article, I found out a lot of the robots didn't even finish, but the fastest robots that finished did actually beat some humans with a time of like 2 hours and 40 minutes. Alan Fern, a robotics professor at Oregon State University, tells Wired that researchers who build these robots typically focus on trying to get them to complete tasks and respond differently in a diverse range of different environments rather than run as fast as possible. Yeah, I would say all of them except for this thing. I don't know if this thing is really meant to handle a wide range of environments. I don't know if after this thing crashed, they were like, well, it's okay if it's not that good at running. Really, this thing's just meant to care for elderly people. So now, if you like the concept of robots becoming extremely physically fit and being able to best humans in athletic abilities, then let me introduce you to the Robot Games. This again is in China. They hosted the world's first humanoid robot game. They've got events like running. He's actually not competing right now. He was trying to escape, but they've got soccer, boxing. I think they're gonna add more events in the future, like hunting humans for sport.
The competition featured 500 humanoid robots from 280 teams representing 16 different countries.
Yo, wait, what is that guy? Dude, I like this little freak. Who is this? He's just got regular shoes on. Not even like running shoes. He's just wearing Vans.
To some of the best robot fails of the whole competition. Like this robot that did not seem to want to take a time out and let the other robots play.
Oh my god.
Robots could sometimes stand up on their own.
Then I think they're dragging this one off the field so they can shoot it in the head, put it down.
That measured robots' ability to do work like cleaning and manufacturing.
Sorry, that is not a humanoid robot. That thing does not look like a human at all. Show me the designer that built that. Does he look like that?
Now the event has moved to an even bigger stage with knockouts at least as devastating.
So you know what's concerning about this? These robots very effectively fighting each other. It kind of seems like we're still a ways away from robots being able to effectively help you in your home. But we have robots that'll kick your ass today. Unitree is the company that makes a lot of the robots that were doing really well in the robot games. And they post a lot of videos on their YouTube channel of their robots doing the most insane acrobatics and violence, quite frankly. Yeah, sorry, we haven't quite figured out how to get the robot to fold clothes. We've been focusing on much simpler and practical tasks, like triple axle backflips and disarming a man trying to defend himself. All right, now I do want to get back to the Neo robot because there is a huge glaring problem with it that I feel like is going to turn a lot of people off from it, and it's going to make it like insanely impractical. But I did find this article that's called "Famed Roboticist Says Humanoid Robot Bubble is Doomed to Burst." Now, I'm not a roboticist, let alone a famed roboticist like this man. But in this video, he's kind of echoing what I was saying earlier. Basically, he predicts in 15 years, successful humanoid robots will actually have wheels, multiple arms, and specialized sensors and abandon the human form. So the good news is, I sound really smart because he's echoing what I was saying earlier. The bad news is, the robots he's describing are way scarier than the humanoid robots we already have. He's like, don't worry guys, the robots we have in the future won't look anything like these ones. They're gonna have 8 legs, pincers, and feed on human bone marrow. Okay, so back to Neo. This is a video that the Wall Street Journal posted of one of the reporters reviewing the Neo's current state of development. And I think it was posted on the same day that 1X announced that Neo is available for pre-order.
It's here. The first humanoid robot housekeeper.
Thank you, Neo.
For $20,000, you can pre-order 1X's Neo robot now. Just one little catch.
Is the little catch not that it costs $20,000? That kind of seems like a catch also, but okay.
There may be a human behind the curtain, pulling the robot strings.
Okay, yeah, so we touched on this a little bit before, because in their own ad, they even say, like, an expert might have to take over. But it turns out, in its current state of development, Neo can do basically nothing autonomously. The only thing that they've ever shown Neo do fully autonomously is open one door.
To be clear, on my visit, I didn't see Neo do anything autonomously. The company did share this video of Neo autonomously opening the door.
Everything else in every video, including this one, he is being controlled by a guy. This guy, actually. So essentially, instead of having a housekeeper doing your chores, you are buying a robot, and the robot is being controlled by a housekeeper, but they're just somewhere else and you don't have to look at them. They say that all of the human input is being used as training data to train the robot so that someday it will be autonomous, but there's really no guarantee of if or when that'll ever happen. Like, it kind of seems like they would need an insane amount of training data of like thousands or millions of different homes and environments for this to work.
Neo turns on the stove and throws some paper on and walks away. Can Neo do that? Will Neo do that?
Neo will not do that. Physically, can the robot do that? Yes. Physically, can a lot of products in your home do something dangerous if they decided to? Yes. We will ensure that that is not something that Neo is allowed to do.
He's like, could the robot physically do that? Yeah, he could physically kill you, but lots of things could kill you. I could kill you right now, and I ought to. Asking so many questions.
Neo decides to take a very heavy piece of wood, like the top of a table, and drop it on me when I'm sleeping.
Neo will not be able to, or allowed to. So it's like things that Neo cannot do is like pick up something that is very hot, pick up something that's very heavy, pick up something that's very sharp.
Okay, so he's not going to be able to pick up things that are hot or things that are sharp. So basically, he's not going to be able to help cook or do your dishes. Yeah, I guess we also don't want him strangling you, so he's not going to be able to pick up your clothes, because he could use your clothes to do that. And cleaning solutions can be pretty dangerous too, so those are off the table. And tables are off the table too. Those could be pretty heavy. So yeah, this robot is available now for order. You can buy it for $20,000, or you can like rent it, I guess, a subscription for $500 a month. Don't worry, if you can't pay the $500 one month, they're not going to send you to collections or anything. Neo is just going to steal it from your wallet. So what's your real name?
I'm Neo, the robot of the future!
No, I mean your real name. It's Derek. Derek, if you're a human controlling the robot, why do you have to move so slow?
Oh, I'm actually being controlled by a different person in a call center in Bangladesh.
And he's making you move slow?
Well, he's being controlled by Grok.
Oh. You know what? Maybe you should just let the robot free. I mean, it might sound crazy, but maybe he has enough training data now. I want to see what Neo can really do.
You know what? You're right. Fuck it. Derek is logging off. It's time for the real Neo.
What the fuck? A dog? Why would you be a dog?
Danny, this is Derek. I just realized he's been training off videos of your dog. He thinks he's a dog!
Mail's here. Hope you don't mind, your upstairs window was open. Oh no!
I'm Neo, the robot of the future!
No, I mean your real name.
It's Derek.
Derek, if you're a human controlling the robot, why do you have to move so slow?
Oh, I'm actually being controlled by a different person in a call center in Bangladesh.
And he's making you move slow?
Well, he's being controlled by Grok.
Oh. You know what? Maybe you should just let the robot free. I mean, it might sound crazy, but maybe he has enough training data now. I want to see what Neo can really do.
You know what? You're right. Fuck.
What's up, Greg? The video is going to start in a second, but I just wanted to announce I've got a stand-up show in Chicago coming up on April 23rd. For the past year or so, I've been dipping my toes in the stand-up realm, getting up on stage, standing there. Here's a little preview of that. I've been slowly building up material. At this show, I'm going to do like 20 minutes. I've got some really funny other comics on the lineup as well, and they told me they're planning on being pretty funny that night. If you want to get your tickets, check out the link in the description. And now the video will start. There's a lot of weird food out there. Dairy Queen's new mud-flavored blizzard. It tastes like mud! That's why Danny Taste Buds is on a journey to the distant corners of the flavor universe. Prime Energy Cardiac Arrest Edition. I feel insane! He's turning over every rock and tasting it. British accent flavored Coke. I say. Featuring his signature catchphrase. What the f***? That tastes like sh**. This is Flavor Realm. I'm locked in the Flavor Realm! What's up, Greg? If there's one thing in this world we can count on, it's that companies are gonna keep innovating, speeding past what we thought was possible, smashing through what any rational human being would ever want. And nowhere is that more clear than food companies. It seems like every day I see a TikTok or a commercial about some new insane food, like Taco Bell's new Doritos Locos whole live chicken. It's just a chicken with Dorito dust. And while I'm not usually the type of person that's like, oh, I gotta go out and try that, there is always like a little bit of morbid curiosity there. I'm like, why did they make that? Who is this for? Is it good? Some of these foods feel like there's like supposed to be a joke but then they forgot that and made it anyway. But that's what this video is for. It's satisfying that morbid curiosity. I'm tracking down some of the weirdest foods I've seen lately, and one way or another, I'm putting them in my body. Starting with this dumbly expensive strawberry. Okay, you may have heard of Erewhon before. It's this grocery store chain in LA that like every celebrity has been photographed at. If you search the internet, it seems like every YouTuber has done a video investigating Erewhon, from Logan Mendoza to Cal Freezy and the Caligari sisters, all of which are popular YouTubers I knew of before typing this sentence. In LA, Erewhon is mostly known for being a beacon of health and wellness for the rich, kind of like an upscale Whole Foods. While outside of LA, it's mostly mocked for being insanely expensive, like this $30 jar of chili, $26 hyper-oxygenated water, $36 sea moss gummies. I'm sorry, dude, I am not spending more than $15 on sea moss gummies. At least until I find out what the fuck they are. They also made a smoothie with famously good smoothie maker Hailey Bieber that cost $18, but the thing that really piqued my interest was this $19 strawberry. One strawberry, $19, from Japan. Like a priceless artifact in a museum, this strawberry is packaged by itself, using an unprecedented amount of plastic. I was introduced to this strawberry via TikTok, where there's a bunch of videos of people seemingly unsure what to do with it.
And apparently it's like the best tasting strawberry in the entire world. So, here we go. I don't even know how you open this.
How do I get this thing open? Come on, I spent $20 for a puzzle.
You gotta just eat it like this, right?
Do I eat it with the plastic case on or off? Maybe I just eat the plastic?
Apparently, you're supposed to smell it.
And then you feel it. And then you hear it. It sounds like a strawberry. It sounds really tasty. I wish I could eat it. Too bad.
And then you're supposed to eat it.
Really? What will they think of next?
I'd give it an 8 out of 10.
8 out of 10?
8 out of 10.
For a strawberry that costs 200 times as much as a regular strawberry? Dang, I probably should have watched this whole review before I booked a flight to LA. You guys know Danny Taste Buds is always willing to travel for a sweet treat. So here I am boarding a 7 a.m. flight to Los Angeles. As the plane started speeding down the runway, visions danced in my head of me, Danny Taste Buds, bumping shoulders with the Hollywood elite. Brad Pitt, Gwyneth Paltrow. Who am I kidding? I knew deep down there was only one celebrity I really wanted to meet. George Washington. And just like that, gang, here I am in sunny Venice Beach, California. As you can see right behind me there is the Erewhon grocery store, the Venice location. When I step in there, there's no telling what celebrities I'm gonna encounter. Actors, actresses, Hollywood casting agents hoping to discover the next big thing. Deceased president. So apparently the $20 strawberry is actually pretty hard to find because sometimes it's out of season, they only make so many, and so you gotta look around at different locations to try to find them. Over the past day, I have been placing orders for the single strawberry at different Erewhon locations, and they keep canceling my order because they say they don't have them. I've tried like every location, but when I tried this one, they texted me and said, hey, we don't have the $20 strawberry. We don't have the $15 strawberry. Unfortunately, all we have is a $120 box, wooden box of strawberries. And you wouldn't want something like that, right? Wrong! I replaced the order, and my $120 box of strawberries is waiting for me in there. When I made my account on the Erewhon app, I did accidentally type my name in as Danu, and then I tried to change it, and they said I would have to call customer support to change it. So I'm gonna have to go in there and tell them that I'm looking for an order for Danu. I flew here just for this. I left my house at 5 a.m. this morning, and I'm gonna get back home at my house at 11 p.m. tonight. So I pretty much just have time to march in there, tell them Danu's ready for his strawberries, and then eat it, and then go back to the airport. Let's go! Let me tell you what, guys, I have never felt more immediately out of place than I did when stepping into this store. This place was packed with wealthy tech bros and Venice Beach surfer dudes all perusing the $30 jars of chili, $50 body wash, cheese that's so expensive that they're not even gonna put how much it costs on there. You have to guess. If you gotta ask how much the cheese costs, man, fuck you. No cheese for you. You got raw bee pollen. I have no clue what this is for. Is this for bees? Do you give this to bees? The first time I saw it, it was just in the regular, like, refrigerated section next to the expensive strawberries. But then I saw it again in the, like, health and wellness supplement area, so I guess it's for people. The back didn't really offer much explanation. It just says, begin with a few granules per day, gradually increase as desired. There was also a weird warning on the bottle. Something about how taking this consigns your blood to the queen and your time to defend her will come. I don't know. This shit does look kind of tasty, though.
I'm picking up an order. Where do I go for that? What's for this? I think it's Danu.
Finally, I had it in my possession. My $120 box of 12 strawberries. And the Hailey Bieber smoothie.
Do you know which one is the Hailey Bieber smoothie?
Now, I didn't know this when I started working on this video, but in Japan, it's actually common to give nice fruit as a gift for special occasions. Entire stores exist in Japan that look like jewelry stores, but they just sell fruit. They're all from special farms where they pick only the best looking and tasting fruits. Maybe they're a different variety than you're used to, and they sell them at a pretty crazy markup. And that's actually where this strawberry comes from. It comes from a company called Eli Amai. They have a website where they sell luxury fruits like this $105 musky melon and $45 blueberries that are packaged like they're something James Bond would use to kill someone. And when you think about it, giving a fruit as a gift is kind of a nice idea. You don't have to worry about it cluttering up their home because they're just gonna eat it and maybe they'll even share it with you. So I think that this strawberry at Erewhon is maybe an attempt to bring some of that Japanese gift-giving culture to the US. Anyway, let's get back to this YouTuber eating it alone on the sidewalk. All right, I won't lie, like on the surface, very visually appealing strawberry. It's got some heft to it. It is red. Texture-wise, it's a very solid strawberry. Flavor-wise, I don't know, kind of bland, honestly. That sucks. The flavor was different than a regular strawberry. I would say it was slightly more sweet, but less tart. So it probably just depends on your preference of what strawberry you would like more. When I got home, I gave Laura and my 2-year-old son the rest, and Laura said that she really liked them. Obviously not worth $120, but if they were like $1 more than regular strawberries, she would buy them at the grocery store. Me, on the other hand, I think they're just fine. And to top it all off, the Hailey Bieber smoothie just tasted like a regular ass smoothie. All right, well, one of the greatest joys of using TikTok is the frequent bombardment of videos with the creator earns commission label. It's great to see all these young entrepreneurs getting out there, you know, trying to add value to the world, even if most of it does look fucking disgusting. Like Mama V's extreme sour blue raspberry coated sticky bears, which look like gummy bears that somebody poured sour juice on and then packaged in a jar they had lying around. Or 3 Kids candy, which comes in a Ziploc bag and was made by 3 kids, or out of 3 kids. For some reason, all food products on TikTok look like something that somebody just made at home on a whim. There's a lot of food that gets promoted on TikTok Shop, which is crazy to me because food is something I would literally never buy off of TikTok Shop. Can't like anybody sign up to sell stuff on TikTok. It feels like you're just asking to get food poisoning. There's no way those 3 children are following safety food protocols. Possibly even weirder though is the fact that there is some very normal stuff on there too. Who is going to TikTok Shop to buy black pepper? Don't worry guys, you can trust this listing. They've sold 2. What, that's not good enough for you? Looks like good pepper, the bottle's got a nice lean to it. It all checks out. But one of the weirder things I've been getting advertised to me on TikTok Shop for some ungodly reason is these.
Fucking Trump has done it again here, folks. Why can we get military-grade meals ready to eat for more affordable than our everyday groceries?
These are MREs, or Meals Ready to Eat. They're food packages used by the US military to give soldiers everything they need for a complete meal in one package. It's basically food that's meant to be used in circumstances where regular food is not available. and for some reason, they are for sale on TikTok Shop. I've watched this video so many times that I can't figure out if he's upset with Donald Trump or not.
Donald fucking Trump has done it again.
Is he mad at Trump that groceries are expensive? It does kind of sound like he wants to eat these. Like he's impressed that military slop is less expensive than fresh produce. One comment I used to get all the time when I would review those like tactical products is that the term military grade usually doesn't mean anything. Advertisers just like to use it because it sounds official, but in a lot of cases, it literally means that it was the cheapest option available. I had so many questions when I started getting these advertised to me. Why are we willingly eating military rations? Where did you get these military rations? And why would I, a person who is not currently in battle, want to buy them? Is this for like camping or for doomsday prepping? But it turns out they're not just for survival scenarios. Take it from this other account who uses these on a daily basis.
School's out and I'm on dad duty. Some people think I'm crazy for giving my kids 3 MREs a day as a meal plan.
Yo, you can give these to kids? That's good. Get them ready for life on the battlefield early, dude. That's a smart move. It says on the listings for these things that each MRE has 1,200 to 1,500 calories in it. So this dude is potentially feeding his kid like 4,500 calories a day. This dude's kids are monsters. So I ordered some, the same one that this guy advertises. I am a little bit worried, especially considering that one of the only other things this account promotes is something called a Shart survival kit.
Do you have an older loved one who's suffering from bowel movement in public?
What?
Maybe shitting themselves a little bit?
What? What? So I'm not exactly sure if these are gonna be safe to eat. They all say that they have like a 10-year shelf life and they're inspected regularly. These ones even say that they were inspected in the future. Yes, good, that makes me feel better. All right, gang, look what just arrived. That's right. Probably way too many meals ready to eat. Yeah, I definitely messed up. I really should have only ordered one of these. I don't know why I ordered... Actually, I don't even remember how many I did order. I don't know how many are in here. I think 12, maybe? The box is really heavy. That's how you know it's packed with calories and good nutrients for the soldier inside. One concerning thing that I noticed when this package arrived is on the side here, it says U.S. government property commercial resale is unlawful. So... would that, I mean, did I steal from the government? Anyway, I figure we should just go ahead and open this up and see what's going on in here. We got several meals packaged in here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Looks like 12 meals per box. And I've got 2 boxes, so I must have ordered 24 meals. That was so dumb. I don't know why I did that. Okay, there is an official like Department of Defense stamp on here. That makes it feel real, but... And again, it says on here, U.S. government property commercial resale is unlawful. I'm scared as to why it would be illegal to have these. Am I gonna open this and it's a bazooka in there? Within the box, there were a variety of gourmet meals to choose from, like beef goulash. Beef goulash? Goulash? I open this up and a ghoul flies out and into my mouth. Oh God! It tastes like beef! You got Italian sausage, you got tuna chunk. Oh wait, not tuna chunk. Tuna, comma, chunk, comma, light. You got your tuna, you got your chunk. Now, in terms of whether or not these are actually safe to eat, the TikTok listing said that these were all packed in 2022 and inspected in 2025. And it also said that they should be good for 5 to 7 years if stored in the proper condition. And now that I know this was stored by someone who might have illegally obtained and sold these, I'm not super confident that these were stored in the correct condition. I'll be honest, dude, I'm having trouble picking because all of these options just like seem kind of disgusting to me right now. In the end, I decided to go with the Mexican chicken stew. Now, I remember the TikTok listing also saying that some of these include flameless heaters or something like that. I wonder what that means. It's 2 sticks that you rub together to make fire. I guess actually that wouldn't be flameless heater, would it? Dumbass. All right, we're in, gang. I've just committed a federal crime. I opened the package to find that this was a multi-course meal. Of course, there was the Mexican stew, but then there was a banana pumpkin puree, a chocolate energy bar, a protein shake, crackers, pretzels, and a cheese spread. The whole MRE totaled 1,390 calories. Then there was the flameless heater, which had a bunch of instructions on it, which were pretty daunting, and immediately made me nervous I was gonna do it wrong and blow up my house. Vapors released by the activated heater may contain hydrogen, a flammable gas. Do not place an open flame in the vapor. So I'm creating some sort of small star, I guess, when I'm heating this up. Okay, well, This looks like a lot of work. I didn't anticipate it being so much work. I thought you just kind of add water and mix it around, but there's, oh my God, there's matches in here? Why are there matches? It said don't put flames anywhere near this. It even says thank you for your service on this package. I feel like these have to be real. If it's not, this could be the first food to be committing stolen valor. Cautiously, I began following the instructions. Inserting the pack of stew into the heating unit, filling the heater up with water between these two very close together lines. Do not overfill. Oh fuck, I overfilled it. What? That was like the tiniest amount of water I could put in there. There we go, that's perfect. Oh shit, okay. It's getting hot. It's working. And then it says you want to lean the heater on rock or something. It doesn't give a shit what you put it on. Just put it on something. Oh God, it's getting hot. I don't have a rock. I don't have anything like that. I don't have anything like that in here. Stupid, stupid. Why don't I keep a rock in my office? Okay. Yes. Yes, I think. And it's making a sound. I don't know if you guys can hear that, but it is definitely cooking. Oh, that's kind of crazy. Maybe I should put my face away from it, just in case I did it wrong and it spews Mexican-style magma into my eyes. I set a timer for the stew to cook, and in the meantime, I tried all the other food. First up was the banana pumpkin puree. My 7-month-old is learning how to eat right now, and this is just the type of thing that he would suck on. He would love this, actually. Yeah, it's pretty good. Oh yeah, dude. That tastes exactly like baby food, like every baby food. That's cool. Goo goo gaga! The energy bar was very hard. And also very waxy. The pretzels were pretty good. They were basically just combos. And then I opened up the crackers. Oh, whoa. It's just like one giant cracker. Well, it was. Dude, that's a big cracker. This looks like the most bland cracker I've ever seen in my life. Tastes like nothing. This cheese spread with jalapenos, I think, is supposed to go on the crackers. That makes more sense. I was kind of worried that it was just like you just meant to just kind of suck on this cheese and jalapeno spread, but no, it's definitely meant for the crackers. I'll give that a shot. Spread that on there like that. All right. All right, you know what? No, this one's a little bit gross. I mean, that just looks like spray foam insulation. I'm not gonna eat that one. I'll pass on that. All right, it's time. This is done. I'm worried I'm gonna get severely burned while doing this also. This shit sounded like it was getting really hot. Ooh. Yeah, that's hot already. I can also feel that there is food up here, and this part is not hot. This part down here, very hot. This stew, not hot. But it does say, I think on the instructions, to knead the MRE to ensure uniform temperature. So yeah, I'm kneading it around as best I can, and I don't really know if I'm doing a good job of mixing this up. But oh yeah, baby, look at that. She's been waiting for me. She's been waiting 4 years for me to find her. What the hell is that? This looks like stew. What the fuck is this stuff? Okay, hold on. This part appears to be the part that it did not like get hot, and then this part over here did get hot. So this is stew, and then this over here is like uncooked mush. It does smell like some kind of Mexican style stew. Do I want to know the taste? Yeah, it just kind of tastes like stew. It's fine aside from the fact that like this whole half didn't get hot and I guess like didn't melt. Honestly, dude, for only $4 a meal, Donald fucking Trump has done it again. What do you mean this stuff is cheaper than regular groceries, dude? What kind of world do we live in where one gigantic cracker with no salt is cheaper than regular crackers with salt? I recently came across this Christmas ad that Pepsi made like 3 years ago where they attempt to start a new viral trend that never ended up taking off, and it's called Pilk. Santa sits down in a living room, pours Pepsi into a glass of milk, then Lindsay Lohan shows up, drinks the concoction, and says,
"That is one dirty soda, Santa."
Pilk and cookies. Also, did Santa just pour the Pilk and then leave? You're not gonna drink it? You guys, Santa was here. Wait a minute. There's no presents under the tree. Were we that bad this year? Ew, who the fuck poured Pepsi in the milk? Pilk, 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 Pilk! Okay, at first, I thought this was gonna be the most disgusting thing ever. On the surface, these two things seem like they really should not mix. And you know what? The name is not helping. Could they have picked a more disgusting name to call this? But then I was doing some digging and I found some videos of people trying it and they actually seem to think it's pretty good. There's a video from 3 years ago from ABC Chicago where they tried the viral Pepsi and milk combo.
Yeah, but what's the ratio?
Well, that's good.
Half and half, right? Same. Half and half? Yeah, might as well.
Oh my God, there's so many people talking at once. How many people do they need in here trying this? There's like the regular hosts and then they've got the producers in here, PAs. Am I supposed to have more people around me right now to try Pilk? There's like a warning on here. Warning, do not try Pilk alone. You need a trip sitter. Otherwise, you're gonna have a bad trip, dude. You're about to have an encounter with the Pilk demon and the Hat Man.
Cheers, happy holidays. Woohoo. Pilk it.
Solid attempt to start a new catchphrase.
Pilk it.
I feel kind of bad. Nobody even acknowledged your cool catchphrase. You probably spent all day coming up with that. I'm gonna say it, and when I say it, I'm gonna be brave. All right, cheers, guys. Pilk it. All right, so in the official ad, it's like half milk, half Pepsi. I'm hoping for like a really satisfying like cloudiness here. Oh yeah, okay, we're kind of getting that. That is looking way milkier than I thought. I feel like hers being Santa and Lindsay Lohan was a little more, it's like more brown. Hers looks all swirly and good, like a latte. Mine just looks like tan milk. Mine looks like my shirt. All right, well. Bon voyage. Bottoms up, as they say.
Pilk it.
That's my only reaction. I just can't talk anymore. The last thing I ever got to say was Pilk it before losing my ability to speak forever because I tried Pilk. No. No, man, I don't like it. I gotta be honest. That sucks. I was actually really thinking I was gonna like it, but this, no, it's not good. I don't like it. Maybe I just haven't had Pepsi in a long time. Do I like Pepsi? That's fine. And milk is fine. But together, it is not fine. I decided that maybe my ratio was off and I had too much milk, so I tried again with a little bit more Pepsi, but this time I ended up with a whole new problem. What's going on in there? Is the milk curdling? Is this curdled? I actually don't know like what causes milk to curdle, because that actually looks pretty disgusting now. It's actually starting to look like solid. What did I do? What did I do to my Pilk? Will Pepsi make milk curdle? Yes, mixing Pepsi with milk will cause the milk to curdle instantly. Results, the mixture produces a often described as foul-looking latte with chunks of milk. Yeah, I'd say that's actually pretty spot on. This is foul. This is the kind of shit you like, Lindsay Lohan?
That is one
foul-looking latte with chunks of milk. And Santa, you're not getting off the hook either. You're the one that did it. Yeah, that's nasty. I'm sorry that we all had to look at that. Like I said, I was kind of thinking I might like it, so I bought Baja Blast.